Hey, everybody, it's CJ Graham. That's right, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, Part 6. And you're listening to Breaking the Fourth Wall.
Rudder has decided not to join us tonight.
No worries. It's Christmas. Probably not a great time of year for him.
So the blind guy will have to run the movie watching.
There you go.
Section
Yeah.
of the show.
What are you watching these days?
Cobra Kai.
Oh, nice. Okay.
See, I watch shows that have audio description.
There you go.
And you can actually get into it if you can't see. I don't know if you can get into it if you can see or not, but I finally got into it. It's sort of listening to an audio book.
When is somebody going to create a TV screen for blind people where like the images pop out like Braille?
well, hell, I'm still screwed because I don't even know Braille.
Yeah, she feels kind of sick.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless it's an outline of a woman, I'll be able to fill that.
Wait a minute, is that the letter B or is that her boobs?
No, that's the letter N. Nipple.
Oh, good Lord. All right, fuck it. Let's get it started.
All right.
Well, let's pretend we give a shit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Why start now?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, why start now? Oh, I see the recording thing is up. Hey, what's up, guys? Christopher Stolle here for another Breaking the Fourth Wall weekly show. I am joined, of course, by the Grinch himself.
Stolle froze up on us already.
Yeah, he did. All I hear is
hello.
Yeah.
There he is. There.
There we go. Let's try this again. Part 2. Your internet connection is unstable. No, it's not. Fucker. Hey, what's up, guys? Christopher Stolle back for another Breaking the Fourth Wall weekly, and I am joined, as always, by my Grinch himself, Mr. Don Smith.
Hey, what's happening? Your internet's not the only thing unstable. I was just going to let you know that.
Speaking of unstable, never trust anything that bleeds for 7 days and doesn't die, Miss Mike Hunt, our special guest.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
That's right. You say excuse me, but if your site was, if you had sight, you would have seen Serenity's face like, motherfucker, don't you dare give me that.
That is no way to.
You better be glad we're not in the same room.
Oh.
And of course, the lady who brightens our day and adds a little bit of class to this fucking shit show we call a podcast, Miss Serenity Stone.
Oh, that's it. Nobody cheer. I'm telling you, nobody cheer. Maybe you could have put a fake cheer sound in there.
There you go. Do some sound effects.
Wait a minute. You actually think this company has money for sound effects?
Hey, I don't have money, but I have sound effects.
Yeah, I have sound effects after I have KFC for Christmas dinner. Yeah, Don's going to talk about that later on, but first,
Absolutely.
The news buffet.
Oh, we're going right into the news buffet. Why not? Hey, welcome to the news buffet. I'm your host for that part of this crap, Don Smith. We're just going to dive right into it because KFC is not the shittiest thing you can have for Christmas dinner. McDonald's is selling a sandwich made of Spam topped with crushed Oreo cookies
I've heard about
China.
this.
In an attention-grabbing move that has raised some eyebrows. Global brands from restaurants to automakers sometimes roll out offbeat products to appeal to Chinese tastes in the populous and intensely competitive market. This is undoubtedly one of them. I thought it was delicious, said a comment signed Fei Fei Mao enthusiast on the Sina Weibo microblog service. Is that because I love McDonald's too deeply, or is something wrong with my taste? The sandwich is made of 2
Little
slices
column
of
A.
spam, a product of Hormel Foods LLC, and Mondelez International Oreo cookies topped with mayonnaise.
Disgusting. we need a puking sound effect coming in right there.
We almost had one. you eat a spam sandwich with crushed Oreos and mayonnaise. You don't need a puking sound effect. You'll be one.
All I have is Bubba J in my head. You know, fucking Jeff Dunham, where he's turning around and he's all like, "Lady, you look sexier than mayonnaise oozing out of a spam sandwich." Just add Oreos.
Yeah.
That's all. Oh.
I would never try that at McDonald's. I would never try it anyway.
All on a sesame seed bun.
Yeah.
That's actually.
I think some seeds went wrong here, and some pregnant Chinese chick is all like smoking some weed, going, "You know what I'm really craving right now? Some Oreos and spam
and mayonnaise."
So this is
you know what I'm craving right now? Some Oreos and spam. No, do that with a hillbilly accent and a Chinese accent. That goes over really well.
So Serenity, what you're essentially saying is this is literally the pickles and ice cream Big Mac.
Oh.
for them. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Pickles. I could at least eat pickles and ice cream. I would never try the Oreo.
No, fuck that. Sonic had a pickled juice slushy for the longest time.
Oh, that's disgusting too.
I tried it, and you know what? In the initial sip, it was actually kind of sweet and kind of good. But then
what happened with the second and third sip?
The aftertaste kicked in. It was like, oh, God.
You had to chase it with Spam and Oreos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mayonnaise. You know, we wonder how something like COVID-19 comes out of China. If this is the shit they're eating, it's wonder that we don't have far more diseases than that.
Yeah, there's an opposite end of the coin. If they're eating shit like this, it explains why they're immune to the disease that's kicking our ass right now.
And now they're trying to tell us what to eat and what to do. So you're in trouble now.
Colin's back. There he is.
Yep, Colin's back just in time to move on from the spam burger.
Quit talking about him now just because he showed up.
Spam burger.
Spam burger.
And
you guys kept calling him a spam and Oreo burger. That doesn't make no sense to me.
Right,
Hey,
we need
have
an
a
on-air
Sucky
taste
bun?
test.
Colin, how you doing, buddy? Colin, plug in your microphone.
Yep, he's doing great. He's doing great.
Can you hear me?
There he is.
There he is.
Now plug in
Can you
your
hear me?
camera.
We can
I'm
hear
the only
you.
one that doesn't have a camera, so I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I still think
Yeah,
Mike
you
should
are.
I
turn,
don't want to scare everybody.
I still think Mike should turn on his camera so that way when a camera turns on, he'll be facing the opposite way and not realize it.
That would be
Yeah, I'll be going like, "Hey, what's going on, guys? You got to turn around, Mike."
We could put a mirror on the other side of the
There
room.
you
It
go.
doesn't matter which way you are.
Hey, one of these days I'm going to try Chris's green screen effect.
Yeah.
Where you go buy a
Ooh.
$1 green screen from the dollar store and use your webcam.
Hey, fuck that, man. It worked, didn't it? A green fucking picnic table hanging off the ceiling gave me a green screen.
whatever works.
Cost
It
me
worked.
$1. I don't fucking
Hey, I'm
care.
going to try it.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't fucking care.
We'll get back to the news buffet. Bringing the heat, a Kentucky man is going viral for his unconventional idea of clearing the snow on his driveway with a flamethrower. Timothy Browning stunned fans after a relative filmed him standing in his driveway wearing nothing but a white bathrobe, socks, slippers, and a hat, recreating Cousin Eddie from the iconic holiday movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. While his attire alone would turn heads, it was Browning's unique method of removing snow from his driveway with a flamethrower that won the internet. Browning snow service removal now available. A woman filming Browning of Ashland, Kentucky said as the video started. In the nearly 30-second clip, Browning chugs a beer and throws it on the ground as he casually watches the giant flames in front of him melt away the flakes. It would have been better if he had his car parked there. That would have been.
Right?
So,
I was just thinking the tires must be getting hot.
the
It's
guy-
not Kentucky until you take a flamethrower to your truck.
So the guy's
Hey.
name is Browning, and
Yes.
is that also a remark to the fact that he's like cooking the snow in the driveway,
Yes,
or is it Or is it a remark for the fact that he was
fair.
wearing tighty whities and had more skid marks than a tarmac?
A little bit of both. A
little bit of
Yes.
both. Okay.
And
Yeah.
because it happened in Kentucky, I think I can get away with it. I should go move to Kentucky, buy a flamethrower, use a cane, dark sunglasses, walk to people's houses when it snows. Hey, charge me $10. I'll get the snow off your driveway.
Exactly.
I've always
A blind
wanted
person
blind
using a
man with
flamethrower, yes.
flamethrower.
Yes.
Yeah. Always wanted to hire a blind man with a flamethrower to do work on my house. I mean, what less risk can you take?
That goes back.
Yeah.
That harkens back to the joke I used to tell all the time, Mike, about putting you in the front seat of my car and bolting on a walking cane on the bumper.
Oh,
on a
yeah.
spring, on a spring, so that way it would tap back and forth as he was driving.
Hey, you think that's funny? My friend John, the magician. I don't know if you ever met John, the magician, out in Colorado.
No, he kept disappearing.
Yeah. We were all in the car. This is probably back when we were, maybe 19, 20 years old, but we were coming back from Elitch Gardens. I don't know if you remember Elitch Gardens or not.
No, not at all.
Serenity
Of course I
Mall.
remember it.
Yes. Well, aren't you freaking old?
Yes.
Nobody
Yeah.
else does.
I'm still under 50. No.
I think Colin's the youngest one out of all of us here. I'm not.
my friend-
don't quote me on that, but I
But
think
John was in the front seat with his girlfriend. I was in the back seat with a chick, and we were driving down the street. And John's like, damn it, Mike, move out of the way. There's those blind spot there. I'm like, oh shit,
I
I'm the
don't
blind
believe
spot.
this story because you said that you had a chick.
Wait, that's
I
hard to
call fake
believe.
news. I call fake news.
No
on
fake
Mike here.
news at all.
fake news. Damn, she's calling you CNN over here.
Yeah, I know.
Fake news. I am not the youngest. I'm the same age as you are, Chris.
Okay. Well, all right, then Serenity's the youngest.
Oh,
I just looked-
I knew you were going to get back to me. Oh, Canadian mess. You're drinking tonight.
If we're doing it right.
Hey, I'm drinking tonight.
You drink
Well, turn your camera on and prove it.
I just
I
ran
call
out.
fake news.
because otherwise it's fake news.
I just ran out, but we're in the middle of the news buffet, so I can't run and get more because this is far too important.
Yeah, he's got to finish the segment first. Show must go on.
Exactly. I will push through and suffer just to help you guys out. Santa found himself.
Before you do, we do have some breaking news we have to point out. I mean, although he's off screen now, Colin is rocking the 70s porn stash. Did you guys notice that? He shaved around and just left the mustache itself.
I did not notice that. I did not notice that. Which is weird because usually when I notice when a porn star comes into the chat.
I'm sorry. Please continue.
Santa found himself a little more tied up than usual this time of year. A Northern California man impersonating Santa Claus and flying on a powered parachute was rescued Sunday after he became entangled in power lines. The incident happened shortly after the man took off near a school in Rio Linda to deliver candy canes to children in his community. He flew into a maze of power lines and wound up suspended in them. The man who was identified was not injured. A video from the rescue shows the red, white, and blue aircraft dangling overhead as Santa sat fastened to the pilot seat. Neighbors watched from the ground as the crew worked. Colleen Busleman, who lives nearby, said the pilot flies overhead often. It's the first time he's ever got caught. First time we ever caught one.
Yes. I was going to say that must have been a shocking experience, but you know.
Yeah, I don't see how he managed not to on that one. That's
well, there you go, Don. As I said, he's got the 70s porn stash right there. But with the hat on and carrying the flamethrower, you look like you're about to take your mug shot to be the next Unabomber. I mean, let's be real here.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, actually, wouldn't it be where women like the hairiness on the chin?
Well, the funny thing is I literally just got done watching the Dukes of Hazzard movie on Netflix, and the guy the guy who was driving the car in the film that was supposed to be like kind of the bad guy, Colin looks like a mixture between him and Ernest P. Orrell.
You know what I mean, Vern?
You know what I mean, Vern?
Hey,
Oh my God.
Yep. Ernest.
remember who's
does a
holding the
podcast.
flamethrower.
That's true. Who's holding the? Did you get caught in the power lines?
Not
Were
yet.
were you the one that got wrapped up in the power lines that Dom was just talking about?
No, I was outside getting my flamethrower, but I ran out of fuel, so
Smelling
we're
it.
lucky.
Did you clean the snow off your car with that?
No,
See, we
my
brought
dad's
that
car,
up.
he-
I forgot to tell a story I talked about. It's not Kentucky until you've hit your car with a flamethrower. I was camping. This is several years ago. My cousin just got a new grenade launcher attachment for his AR, and he got in an argument with my brother. They were both a little bit drunk.
Please tell me he launched a grenade.
I was actually sober at the time, and the argument was whether or not that grenade launcher would fire one of those percussion grenades at a fast enough velocity to break his windshield. Now, my cousin was like, it absolutely won't. And my brother's like, well, prove it. So my cousin actually shot his own truck, busted the shit out of the windshield, shooting it with his grenade launcher. And they asked me in the morning when they sobered up, they said, well, you were sober. Why didn't you stop us? It's like, wasn't my fucking truck, guys.
Exactly. I want to see the explosion.
Man wants to shoot his own truck. Who the hell am I to stop him?
Right? My response to be straight up because I thought it was funnier than shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And that's how close to Kentucky I live.
But was it a Dud grenade or did it actually explode after it went into the
It went way up in the air. It didn't bust through the windshield, but it busted the shit out of it because it's hard to get something to go through a windshield like that.
nice?
Just because of the way they're made. But it bounced off, broke the hell out of it, and went flying way up in the air before it. It was just a percussion grenade, so it wasn't like a huge explosion or anything. Because you can't get the fun shit anymore.
See, Hollywood fucked me up. I watched too many movies in the world because I literally was envisioning in my head like they're arguing, pulling on the gun back and forth. The gun goes, the grenade goes off, the fucking projectile goes into the window, and then all of a sudden the truck explodes. Launches,
I had the same visual.
That would
launches
have
like
been
15 foot in
beautiful.
the air.
I would have loved that.
Launches 15 feet in the air, lands down. They just look at each other, and the dude who said it would go be like, "I told you."
Yeah, Don would have been pulling out his iPhone camera real fast.
Blew the shit out of the truck, scorched 10 acres of forest, destroyed.
Told you it would work. You owe me $15.
USA!
We should always go visit Don and his family. Sounds like they have great.
Yeah, really, they have a great time.
You got to invite us.
Family I want to join.
Yeah, you got to invite us to a family reunion, Don.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had KFC for Christmas. What the fuck does that tell you? What kind of redneck shit is that?
Well, from what you told me, it tells me that your family loves explosions on holidays.
Apparently so. Every year for Christmas, Mom gets us something we can shoot each other with. That's an actual little family tradition we have. So yeah,
You guys must have gotten that tradition eating Kentucky Fried Chicken from Japan because that's what they do during the Christmas holiday.
Is it?
Yep.
That's the first time anybody's ever done the whole KFC thing, and it pissed me off because I can't eat that crap. Anyway, back to the news. What have 8 legs? Hunt among a group of fish and can throw a mean sucker punch. According to research published by Ecology last week, the answer would be octopuses, not octopi.
Octopi, yeah.
It says octopuses, not octopi.
Yeah. Yes.
Octopuses punch fish deliberately.
Get out of my way!
Sometimes there's a reason, but other times there's no discernible excuse. They just, why not? If I had 8 arms, I'd be punching some shit.
Yeah. Come here!
Well, you can't fuck with octopus though. But I mean, like the studies have shown, like them things are fucking smart. Like they know how to break.
They're not stupid.
When you have them in captivity, they actually have to lock down the top of the aquarium because they know how to open it to like go get the fish in the bucket that you're supposed to feed them and all that.
And punch the shit out of them.
They actually know how to open the lid, go get the snack, and get back in the aquarium and put the lid back so you wouldn't know they did it.
Oh yeah, they don't mess around.
They ain't stupid.
I actually think I have a friend who went to jail for beating up an octopi. They're sneaky little devils. You walk into a bar, they're going to snatch you.
You know somebody that went to jail for beating up an octopus? Because that kind of sounds like I'm probably related to him.
That sounds like a bitch slap waiting to happen, like 8 strong.
I think it was your
like a machine gun.
The first-time researcher Eduardo Sampaio witnessed this phenomenon. He laughed. Normally that'd be fine, but at the time he was underwater wearing scuba equipment. I almost choked on my regulator, he said in an interview with NPR's Morning Edition. When I saw it for the first time, I just burst out laughing. The octopus is typically a solitary creature, but sometimes an octopus might take part in a hunting party made up of fishes. A grouper's gestures, for example, can clue an octopus into the location of prey. Sampaio and his co-researchers were studying this mutually beneficial behavior when they came across an octopus punching fish while hunting. This was mine, bitches!
That's fucking.
It's its form of entertainment. I'm telling you, which fish can I punch today?
You know what I want to see though? I want to see that octopus swim up to the dude that with his regulator on and shit, with one of the tentacles, grip him up by the wetsuit like you would grip a dude in the shirt by the shirt collar, and then reel
and just
back.
The other 7, the tentacles just go. Bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, just reel back and fucking haymaker him. Yeah.
So wait, let me get this straight. If we each had an octopus and we fought them against each other, would they be cockpusses
Yeah, well, mine would
instead
kick
of
ass.
cockfights?
Cock pie.
Yeah,
No.
octopus fight.
What? Well, I think we should do this and see how many KOs we get, like in a season.
Are we
Like,
sure this
I
ain't
bet you
illegal?
my octopus is better than yours.
Are we
Is cockfighting illegal?
Well, cockfighting's illegal. That's why I don't know if it is for octopus or
Yeah,
not.
we don't know if we can. Now,
Totally humane, man. They
Now,
have,
I just
they have
found out-
self-defense.
I just found out that if we went ahead and got a lobster each, and we put a lobster against each other in one tank at a time, and you throw some beer into the water, but you have to make sure the lobster's claws are tied. You don't want them to kill each other, but they will start fighting each other.
So the lobster are Irish.
Over beer?
No, not over. If you pour it in the water because it takes away their oxygen, and they start fighting each other. I don't know why, but
So you literally get them drunk and they
I
fist
wonder
each other.
why.
They're Irish.
yeah.
They don't have any oxygen. They're fighting each other because they want to live. Come
Yeah.
on.
In other breaking news, Serenity, I had to Google coctopus. Just it is in the Urban Dictionary.
You
We
you
gotta hear the definition of that one.
It is
No,
a
you
cool guy who gets so much sex his mates joke that he must have 8 cocks to manage it all.
And they're all punching.
I am coming out of wrestling. I am coming out of retirement for pro wrestling, and I have my new moniker name.
Coctopus.
Have you ever seen the TV show Son of the Beach?
No.
No.
Great show, stupid as hell. It had Timothy Stack was the writer and producer and the star of it, but they had an episode in that one called Attack of the Coctopus.
Nice.
God.
It came out a lot cleaner than I expected. When you said you Googled it, I was thinking like a Blue Waffles moment.
I
Oh,
wouldn't
my
have
God.
shared that one. I'd have kept that for myself.
Bookmarks.
Ooh, we'll read that for later. Incognito.
Yeah, I'll hold on to this coctopus for another time. Oh, let me see if I can find one more fun, stupid bit of something. Here we go. We'll do some martial arts. A Chinese martial artist used nunchucks to hit 35 table tennis balls launched by a robot in 1 minute, breaking his own Guinness World Record. Xi Dezhang, 28 years old, who set the record at 34 in September after previously setting it at 32 in 2019, used the martial arts weapon to hit table tennis. Who the fuck calls them table tennis balls?
Ping pong.
Ping pong ball.
There you go. Ping
Oh,
pong.
that's what. Well, it's the guy's Chinese, so ping pong would have been offensive.
Yeah.
Table-
No, that would be his brother.
that would be family. You can't talk.
Yeah,
That's what it
can't
was.
talk
He was
family,
hitting his
yeah.
cousins with nunchucks.
Because you got ping on the left and pong on the right. So come on.
The
Damn.
balls were examined. to ensure that
I'm sure they were.
to ensure they conform to International Table Tennis Federation standards, and each ball has to be launched at speeds of at least 25 miles per hour for Z's strikes to qualify for the record. So they have to inspect your balls.
I want to speak to the ball inspector and find out if it's a man or a woman, if they're even qualified to inspect the balls.
Yeah, and if they and how would you tell them how they would be qualified?
Yeah,
Turn
what
your head and cough.
qualifications would you have to have? Because you would have to have a ball inspector test to qualify to inspect for the ball qualifications.
I will
How do you
repeat,
know when a
turn your
ball is
head and cough.
Like,
Ballsy.
this ball is perfect and this
Yeah, that
ball
is
is
ballsy.
not. Is that really nice? Like, in this day and age, let's just be fair to everyone.
Yeah,
They're
this
equally
ball
ballsy.
has a lump on it. You should probably see a doctor. Something
Look.
like that. I don't know.
Look,
Toss that
you're-
one off to the side. Yeah.
You are automatically ejected if your balls are too small.
Right. Well, yeah. That's,
Is she measuring them like,
yeah.
I just see the inspector entering the room saying, "Let's play ball."
Yeah.
In order to inspect them, they hire a former porn star to shoot them out. That would
Like
have
a
been
Fourth of
even
July- it's like
better
a
Guinness
fountain.
World Record. This
It's
guy,
like-
this guy had a robot shooting it at him. I want like Jenna Jameson shooting these ping pong balls at me.
It's like a water fountain.
okay, do you remember the alien
call her
dildo
Bubble.
that had the balls inside of it? All I could think about is Jenna Jameson squishing these alien balls out of her and then popping at your head and
No, see, you're
floating
thinking,
on them.
you're thinking about it that way. I'm
That's
thinking,
a whole different Guinness World Record there.
I'm
Yeah, it
thinking-
is.
I'm thinking of the audition scene in Zack and Miri Make a Porno, where Tracy Lord sat there and made a fucking a bubble, a kid's toy bubbles, made
Oh,
a
yeah.
bubble with her coochie and shit like that. I'm like, that's just control right there.
Wait,
That's impressive.
really?
That's impressive. Yeah. She sat there
Wow.
like you didn't actually see her cooch like actually do it, but she grabbed the bottle of bubbles solution, pulled out the little magic wand, held it to her cooch, queefed, and out came a little bubble.
Wow. Things you miss when you can't fucking see.
There's a whole world out there of bubbles and ping pong balls. I think that should be the name of this episode. Just
There you go. Bubbles and
of,
ping pong balls.
of bubbles and ping pong balls.
The life story of Tracy Lords.
And that, folks, is the news buffet for this week, brought to you by KFC and the Table Tennis Federation. Thank you very much.
Brought to you by
What about
Ping and
McDonald's and
Pong.
Oreos and Spam?
Yeah, Oreos and Spam. And that'll be your snack at the end of the podcast. Yes.
Don't forget, can I get some extra mayonnaise on my Oreos and Spam, please?
Just don't get it
Ping
on
and
your
Pong will
octopus.
look it up.
And people are excited about the McRib.
Just
All right, I got to refill my drink after that shit.
Yes.
Just wait.
Right?
Just wait for the octopus and cheese to come out.
Yeah. Oh. On that note, I got to get out of here, guys.
You're out of here, really?
you're out of
Yes,
here?
I got to get out of here because I have an 8:00 appointment and I need to get set up for that.
Okay, well, Mr. Mike, before you leave, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know where they can find Blind Cafe Radio and all that good shit that you do.
You can find the Blind Cafe Radio at blindcafe.net. Well, actually, you can find it at blindcaferadio.com. The site is under construction, but I think you guys are going to enjoy what it looks like. We also have Facebook, Twitter, and you can find both of them at Blind Cafe Radio, Facebook, and at Blind Cafe Radio for Twitter.
And, of course, you'll find me on there every once in a while doing the Raise the Underground. I've been off for
Yes, are you doing Raise the Underground tomorrow night? Because it's
Is there a
back.
full moon this
That is
month?
true. That is true. Christmas is over. I can start
Yes.
playing rock and metal and shoving it straight up your no-no holes again.
That's right. So you need to put Dawn and Serenity on the air tomorrow night with you.
I don't know about Don, but Serenity I've thought about making as a co-host, so that way she could play all the shit that I would normally crinkle
I got
my
some
nose
really
to.
cool stuff today.
I appreciate you totally disregarding me. So,
I mean, do you want to be on Blind Cafe? I'll bring you on tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I'll bring you on.
Good.
You just have to leave the torch thing out. You can't have it. You can't bring it with you.
Look, I will bring you and Serenity both on because, raise the underground, you'll raise the standard. Serenity, you'll give it legitimacy, and you'll make it entertaining.
All right, so I do actually want to plug Sight Unseen. It's a band out of Canada, and it's our house band for Blind Cafe.
Do they have a demo? I'm going to play the demo.
They do have demos. I'll have to get them sent to you, and that's who you're going to be interviewing next week.
Oh, is that who I'm interviewing?
Yeah,
Some
Sight Unseen.
I'm going to be interviewing some fucking Canadians? Fuck that.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool, man. I'm down with it.
I like
Let's do
Canadians. I love the
That's
Canadians.
what Chris used to tell me.
I like Canadian bacon.
Canadian
I live
bacon.
next to Canada.
Well, I like a lot of John Candy movies.
Oh, man, that's wrong.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. And hopefully, if you guys are doing one next week, I'll try to be here next week as well.
Awesome.
Sure. Just show up more than one of our members.
Huh?
I'll put up the
show
mirror
up
and you can turn on your camera.
There
No
you go.
camera. No camera. Oh.
You show up more often than some of our members, so it's all good.
Hey, you want people to view your podcast, don't you? And you don't want me on a camera. Trust me.
No, we want you on a camera so people can actually see we're not bullshitting. You're actually a blind guy.
So I'll just put a picture of a cane up for you. How's that?
There you go. Yeah.
This is Blind Mike's cane. That really pisses me off. I had my Blind Mike jacket for all those years, and I think that James or Jim or whatever his name is, that guy used to come to all of our wrestling shows, Fat Jim or whatever his name was. I think he took my Blind Mike jacket.
I've had a couple fucking pairs of gimmick pants get stolen out of my fucking gear.
Yeah. But it was at ringside with me. I always take my jacket back with me from ringside. And when we're at the oh shoot, what was the name of that place down in Littleton where we did the shows down there?
Littleton?
Or the red.
Wasn't it county prison?
How do you even know if it's red? It could have been blue.
The name of it said red, and I could see back then. Thank you.
Oh, I call fake news.
Considering the first time I met you, you punched me in the dick trying to shake my hand. Yeah, I call fake news too.
Yeah, I did not do that.
He could definitely.
Serenity, did he or did he not?
Look,
no, I did not.
If his aim was that good to hit that little thing, he could definitely see back then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck you, Don.
Later, guys.
Have a good night, Mike. Guys,
See you guys later.
That was Lightning Blind Mike joining us from Blind Cafe Radio. Guys, make sure you're checking out blindcaferadio.net or .com, whichever. Just type in both. You'll find one of them. And check out what they're doing. Really cool shit. 24-hour a day internet radio service. All proceeds from the radio service programming going to people of need that have special needs like blind people, deaf people, all those types of charities, guys. Great cause, great support. Get all the rock and metal you want, all the blues, jazz, country, and a couple silly DJs like myself and a couple other people you're seeing sitting here. So make sure you're checking them out. Blind Cafe Radio. All right, that's enough. What's that?
I was just going to say, they say when you lose certain senses, that other senses become more active. Let's see if he could prove it. If he lost his sight, his ears might be really amazing.
Well, he has already proven it because, I mean, with his sight gone and progressively gotten worse over the years, his lack of sense of humor has really risen.
He takes this shit seriously.
Oh, he does. No, he does. And jokes aside, I mean, like, he could take jokes better back then than he could now, because Serenity will tell you about the time I kept him for a year believing he was going gray. Oh.
Yeah. A lot of people convinced him of very silly things. He was definitely blind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's no bullshit. Serenity will attest. The day I met him, I went to shake his hand, and I guess I got a little too close. And he's legitimately blind. He has no depth perception. He put his hand out to shake my hand and brought it up and squarely punched me right in the fucking coin purse.
Yeah.
That's when I turned to her and said, "Oh, it's not a gimmick."
Hey, can somebody send the link to Rudder?
Yeah, I'm
He's in the
getting it.
group chat.
I'm
Okay.
getting it.
Oh, he's
I
finally.
didn't know. Yeah, I
I had
messaged
to
him
I
a
had to
while
log
ago.
back in so I can send it through Messenger on here.
Oh, good. He's gonna make it just in enough time to fucking do his segment.
Yep. Well, you know, me and Rudder had a conversation earlier today, well, yesterday, about this UFO flying light thing that happened a year ago in New Mexico. And
I think I saw
looks
that.
like-
It looked like a fucking Roman candle going through the sky, like a really big one, but like a Roman candle shot type
it was
deal.
like one, and then like a few minutes later, 2, 3, like one was lit here, one was lit here, one was lit here, and then after like 30 seconds in the video, a fourth one starts becoming lit in the middle of the sky, and they're saying like it was parachuters or they were lights or something. So I messaged him, I'm like, here's the link, man, what do you think it is? You know, like UFOs, I believe they exist, you know. I'm trying to find the link to it. There it is. I'm gonna send you guys this.
Well, can you screen share it? I know this has the ability to screen share.
I'm
I
on my
might have it turned
cheap
off.
cell
Give me
phone.
just a second.
All right.
I'm sitting here on my stupid cell phone. So,
Okay, that's fine. Well, maybe Don can screen share it then, since you sent the link that way.
well, he needs to watch it because it's a newscast and it's like 30 seconds into it or something. It's not immediate, but it is a newscast from I think an iHeartRadio DJ. It's a DJ. It was a year ago, and he shared the memory of it on Facebook, and I was all like, "Whoa! I didn't even check this out because last year this time the world was a totally different place."
Sorry, my son was talking to me. He wants some Coke Zero. This is something that fucks me up. You guys might figure this out. My girl's sister a couple weeks ago had me and my son come out to hang out with her and her kids and all that. And when we got done, we came back to their house and had pizza and soda or whatever. And she doesn't allow her kids to have sugar. So, like, they had, like, Gatorade Zero, you know, like the no sugar Gatorade and all that. And my son was completely against it at first. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to like this, you know, no sugar and all that. Ever since he tried that fucking no sugar, that's all he's doing. Like, he drinks like an old man, or a fat girl. He's drinking fucking Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero, Gatorade Zero, anything with no sugar he's been drinking. It's really weird for a 10-year-old, isn't it?
What did they substitute the sugar for?
Saccharin.
Saccharin or
About to
something?
say,
Yeah,
I think it's saccharin.
I think so too. Maybe there's an addictive property to it. How
He
you doing,
says he likes
Chris?
it.
Okay.
Glad you
Sorry,
could
I'm
do
like
it.
an hour. I'm like an hour fucking off, guys. I didn't realize it. I came down south, like about an hour south, to come visit one of my friends and everything, and I didn't even realize what time it was.
That's cool. You just missed Lightning Blind Mike from Blind Cafe Radio. He was hanging out with us for the news buffet.
Oh, cool.
But I was delaying and stalling and talking about that weird video I sent you about the UFO lights until you can make it for your segment.
Well, yeah. So guess what? You made it just in time for What's Your Effing Deal. So if
I had nothing prepared. Hang on.
you have nothing prepared, fuck it, we're moving on.
No.
Perfect.
Perfect.
The only thing I've been working on all weekend is what me and Serenity are talking about.
Hey, you know what? It works for me. I have nothing prepared for after hours. You have nothing prepared for What's Your Effing Deal. So let's get
You
to
don't prepare shit for the news buffet, so we're all good.
yeah. So let's get to the positivity of Colin, and then we'll move on.
Right?
Shit. No, but how was everybody's Christmas?
I'm prepared.
No, Colin's prepared. Colin did his homework. You noticed that. You noticed the classroom here. Don's the class clown. Chris Rudder's the bully who shows up late.
Come on, man.
Serenity's the girl who just sits there and laughs at all the thing the boys say. I'm the idiot who's always standing in the corner. Colin's the one who brings the apple into the teacher every day.
He's the damn teacher's pet.
Wait, who's to say I wasn't the teacher? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
hot for teacher.
I don't want to go there, but who said I
Rest
just
in
sit
peace,
here and
Eddie Van Halen.
smile?
Rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen.
What are we gonna do with
Oh.
you guys?
There's some news for fucking What's Your Effing Deal. Today is the anniversary of the death of Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, that is something to talk about. I didn't I did see that was today, but it wasn't really something I wanted to cover a whole lot. But it definitely, like one, is it 2 years now or just the one?
Wasn't it like 2016 that she died?
Okay, yeah, okay, good. I was thinking it's been longer than just 1 or 2 years. Yeah, so yeah.
It was right after Rogue One released. So I think that was 2016, 2017 at latest.
Yeah.
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 No, it was 2016. It was the year of like a lot of deaths, and her mother were like the last two of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Nick Reynolds.
Yep.
So I sent the video to everyone of the UFO thing, and are you gonna pull it up, Don?
If you guys want me to pull it up, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Whip that fucker out. Let's take a look at it.
Let's see.
Whatever, yeah.
Whip out that spam and mayonnaise sandwich.
Yeah, whip it on out here. Whip it on.
There
out
you
here.
go. It's a miracle whip.
I thought it was the 8-handed punch.
Woo!
I don't know why it's showing his boy in a coma here. It's a little.
Yeah, that's a little sad right
That
there.
have something to do with the. All right, what's going on with this damn thing? Hold on.
Aliens did
Just
that?
fast forward like 30
There's something
seconds
weird
into it.
going on
That
with
was the
this thing.
CIA covering shit up. It was a weather balloon. It's a boy in a
Yeah.
coma. There was nothing to see here.
Well, I can't go full screen. It's acting weird on me. So we'll just do it this way. We'll go ahead and just use your imaginations, I guess. No, here we go.
Right?
Covering over the valley.
Can we hear it okay?
Yeah.
But explaining what you are seeing on your
Oh, that's something completely different to what I was thinking. Okay.
DC-15's Cameron Poland is on the hunt for answers tonight.
It's like pooping out light.
Over here, and
Right.
you went straight that way. Stop.
From outside their Mesa home, DJ Mayer and
Dude looks like Tim from fucking NCIS.
around 9 p.m.
I'm going to be there in this area in about 2 weeks. I'm going out there
Trying to figure
on the
out which
8th.
way it was heading.
Oh, yeah?
And as it did, that's when we
My
noticed
friend-
that
my
it
friend
was
told me about this.
from it.
I've known a bunch of Carries in my life, and they all look like that chick. Is that just something that goes with the name?
Guy every few moments.
Yeah.
dropping
Yeah, it's like a Karen. Yeah.
flares.
Look at that.
Our neighbors next
I am
I'm
not.
telling you, that is Tim from NCIS.
filming, they were more
I'm just waiting for DiNozzo's hand to come and smack him in the back of the head.
Comments rolled in, but none had an explanation for what
Okay,
they
you
were
could stop
seeing.
it.
Finally, the aliens are here. Wow, that's crazy.
The entire event.
Oh,
Huh?
okay.
You want more?
So, no.
Okay.
That's just the slime covered alien eggs popping out of the fucking unit.
Right, popping out of Jenna Jameson.
They were glow in the dark eggs.
That was a big queef then.
That was a very big queef.
God damn.
Okay, so what could this have been, honestly?
What's the question?
What could it
this
have
been? The lights in the sky. I sent it to you. What do you think it is?
Oh, it's definitely, I'm not going to say definitely, but that area there is roughly 30 miles from the Superstition Mountains. And it's been a hot spot of activity there because there's actually a nuclear structure there.
Wait a minute.
And-
Let me stop you a second. Did you say Superstition Mountains?
Mountain? Yeah.
You don't know about the
That is leg-
superstitions, bro?
That is legitimately the name of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't
Oh my
believe
God.
in them. He's not a superstitious person.
No, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't care if a black cat crosses my path or I walk under a ladder. Yeah, I
He
don't
breaks every mirror he sees.
Well, that can't help that. When
I just
you're
don't
born with a
believe
face like this, every mirror breaks.
So there's conflicting reports on this because it's been like a super hot spot of activity, like the lights over Phoenix that happened like right outside of Mesa, but everybody in Phoenix was able to see it. That happened like 17 years ago. This is like the second or third time this light anomaly has come up, and you're close to a nuclear facility, which is always a hot spot for possible sightings. As soon as we started going nuclear in the 50s, that's when UFO sightings really ramped up in the United States. So you've got that going on, but you're also only about 60 nautical miles away from a Lockheed test area.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Mixing both like nuclear test sites and of course the typical like testing experimental aircraft. Couldn't that be reasonable? Either one of those be reasonable arguments.
On this is definitely a reasonable one because the way they're moving around now, the lights over Phoenix was totally different. That was an actual sighting. This I don't think is. I don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I know there's things where you've seen actual ship shapes or stuff like that. And
that's what the lights over Phoenix were.
Right, but I'm
thinking the triangles where they hovered over the city and everything, and then they moved in formation.
Yeah, I'm thinking of one that was out in the woods and it was like a diamond-shaped craft and stuff like that. Like there's documentations of like legitimate things. Things like this, I would believe a weather balloon story. Things like this, I would believe an experimental aircraft story because with it just being lights in the sky, it could be anything.
Yeah, it definitely could be. And so what there's actually an organization in California where they track all of the UFO sightings and all that stuff. And it basically comes down to about 95% of everything we've ever seen or heard is explainable and or bullshit, which leaves about 5% being stuff that truly cannot be explained one way or the other. And those are probably legitimate sightings. And that's why, the Pentagon declassified all that material this summer and all that other shit. And, they let it be known that, we do have aircrafts that are made of materials not of this world. They actually stated that in the redacted files whenever they took all that off. That's what it actually said in those reports. I read through a lot of it. And, they copped to a lot of shit in those reports, but I don't think this is one.
Okay.
Well, there was something here. Colin just shared in a group. I don't know if we want to take a look at this. Apparently, this object was seen by a friend of his, and it sat still hovering. This was last week. You said, Colin. Why don't you give the details behind it, and maybe we'll get Don to pull it up.
Yeah, that particular short film image was like, how on your new cameras you can take a picture and it gives you like 3 seconds of video or whatever on a smartphone or whatever.
Right, the live pic broadcast, yeah, whatever. My phone does. It drives me nuts.
That little, and when she recorded it, she didn't realize that it was recording it. She was just trying to take a picture, and then she looked back. She was like, "Oh, it's like a still frame mini video." But this object sat there hovering for a while there, like 15, 20 minutes or something, and then it buzzed, it just disappeared. Next time she looked up or whatever. I saw the same thing. And I've seen this multiple times up here. And I believe it's because the government currently is planning on putting a launch site for space satellites and things up at K.I. Sawyer up near Marquette, Michigan. So I believe that.
Is there anything in the video that shows scale?
Well, I was about to ask a different question too. Like you were about to say about like satellites being launched up and shit. With the formation with modern day, and I'll present this to everybody. With the formation of Space Force, who's to say this isn't testing of like vehicles and weaponry for the Space Force?
Well, I'm asking for scale from the video because there's been a lot of sightings of these around different areas. And do you guys have an installation up there, Colin, close to you? Is that?
Well, that's the thing is they've got K.I. Sawyer is a military air base, and it's been there for as long as I can remember, since I was a boy.
So a lot of people are seeing these, and then whenever they like redo the video, like have it professionally edited, blah blah blah, all that imaging and everything. They're saying that they're actually drones. But
Well,
with
that
the scale on the video,
That's
it's really hard.
exactly
I
that's
just know I've
exactly
been
what happened to
seeing.
me. Okay, so I have a video of a really fast drone going from one end of Denver all the way to the other end of Denver, up and then down, like hovering for a minute and then back down, like seriously, far distances. And I sent it to somebody and they said, oh, it's a drone. Dude, it went like
No
probably
drone goes
50
that
miles.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
No drone goes that fast.
So whenever Rogan first moved to Austin, I guess about a month or so afterwards, he got invited out to the governor of Texas, got invited out there.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah. And while they're out back, doing the party and everything, blah, blah, blah. A drone just kind of like pulls into the governor mansion's fucking backyard and just kind of sits there and hovers for a minute and then fucking takes off, and everybody freaked out about it. And they looked into it and come to find out that the fire department had implemented using drones through the city to speed up response time and all this other shit. So this thing just cruised through the governor's backyard when they have like all of this, like top priority security and all of this shit in place and everything. And then boom, this fucking thing just dropped into their backyard and took pictures.
Wouldn't it be great if they played strip poker or something?
Right.
Well, yeah, that's the high security.
Yeah, that's what the security's for. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I don't know. When I served in the military, I was on a submarine before they allowed women on. I don't think any of us were ever standing watch playing strip poker, just because of the fact of I know the military's famous at that time for don't ask, don't tell, but we didn't want to see either. I mean,
we're not on a submarine.
Yeah, I was on a sub. But I'm meaning I don't know I don't know how the military is today, but back then, yeah, don't ask, don't tell also meant don't show and don't want to see. Nowadays with co-eds and cross-serving and people standing watch that are both male and female, I mean, strip poker might be a little bit more common, but back then, no. Don't mind me. I've been drinking. We talked military and strip poker, and I just had to respond. Sorry.
Sounds like you had your fill of semen.
Hey,
they could have been back there. They could have been back there partying. They could have had Elvis back there hanging with them.
All right, let me fuck your world up, okay? My mother was in the Coast Guard, okay, and I used to give her shit all the time about the Coast Guard.
Puddle pirates.
Why doesn't the Coast Guard? Military's always had a friendly competition with each other, and one of the famous jokes I used to tell my mother is, why doesn't the Coast Guard go out past 6 feet of water? Because when the boat sinks, you can walk back. My mother got even with me when she found out I was joining the Navy and went into the sub service. When I was heading to sub school, she turned around and asked me a simple question. She said, submariners, where 180 sailors go down and 90 couples come back up. That was my mother. Hey!
Your mom sounds cool.
What's long, hard, and full of semen? A submarine. Yes, my mother.
Oh.
My mother's a loving person. This is the shit I had to deal with. What's that?
Yeah, we should party. She sounds cool.
Yeah. My mother would drink you under the table, man. Serenity will tell you, my mother ain't no joke. Back when I was a kid, people, the infamous like dog on people was like, your mother wears army boots. My response was, yes, so. My mother would still kick your ass. She was no joke. She was no jokes aside, she was one of the first females to actually serve on board an icebreaker. She used to break shipping lanes in the Antarctic for the Coast Guard. So, I mean, that's some tough shit right there. I wouldn't want to serve in the fucking Antarctica.
Right. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the both things.
I had to put on my Koopy luau.
So many times I've seen these things floating around up here in.
You're drinking cat shit coffee?
Yes. Oh my God, I totally am. It is amazing.
Cat shit coffee. That sounds like fucking something Starbucks would offer.
Oh, is that what you are? That's what you were talking about earlier? I've heard of that crap. Ugh.
Flowers coffee.
I got it for Christmas, and I have to say, it's so good. Oh my God. I have like 5 different kinds of really good coffee.
And the cat
Oh,
shit
the cookie
tops them all.
luau is so good.
Am I the only one who knew what it was?
Believed it.
Don't look at me, dude. I still
Yes,
buy.
I
I
sent
didn't
it
know
to a
that was
group
the name of
text.
Yeah, I
Don't
knew
look
exactly what it was as soon as I saw the text. I was like, oh my God, she's drinking cat shit. God.
I was about to say, don't ask me, dude. I still drink
I
cold.
grabbed it
I don't
myself.
spend
Can
money
you
on that
actually
bullshit.
taste the shit in it?
Its nickname is
Maybe
Kitty
you could
Crunchies.
smell it. Oh man.
It's like,
I
remember,
have to say, and it's one of the best Christmas presents. You're giving somebody shit that they could ingest legally.
Yeah.
who among us has ever eaten a mushroom? Who
Yeah,
among us has ever
Germans
eaten
were doing that for years.
shit?
Scheiße videos. Scheiße.
Yeah, 2 girls, 1 cup of coffee. That's what.
Don't do that when I'm drinking.
I did that specifically because you took a big drink. That's what.
God damn it. Oh, I'm just glad I didn't spit it all over my
Natural
Okay,
comedian,
so-
always looking for a spit take.
That's it, yeah.
So I totally know that the government knows how to program drones to like scan places and cities. Like during
And
the
those are
weekend,
very
there was a whole fleet
Government.
that went over
Fucking
my house.
Amazon
Yeah.
does that.
Well, that too. But I'm just saying, like, the drone activity, yeah, there's some because like people for Christmas got drones and all that. But like, there's a lot of air traffic that we're not really realizing. Like SpaceX is every single day sending something up there. I mean,
Did
like,
you guys-
think about
Speaking
Elon
of
Musk.
SpaceX, did you see the release of the commemorative $2 bill for SpaceX that came out today?
no.
Don, if you want to look that up and show it just came out. It's the craziest looking $2 bill you've ever seen.
As
Is
opposed
it
to
worth
regular
the
$2 bill.
$4?
Yeah.
How much is it? Seriously. Okay, so it's a
$2 bills
$2.
are $4.
It's $2. Yeah, I mean you can get them for $2. They're only $2. So yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I might
But
invest in one.
Commemorative paper bill with like this foil imprint of the SpaceX emblem and everything, which looks like almost an upside down Star Trek emblem, but whatever.
I'll tell you what, though. You know, all the jokes and bullshit aside, I'm proud of Elon Musk and the SpaceX program. I'm glad they took it out of the hands of NASA and did it themselves. You know, it breaks that monopoly because NASA hasn't been doing shit. NASA was great when they brought us to the moon, but we haven't been fucking back. They haven't had anything to be challenged to go do anything. And
I don't
now,
know. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say they were great. I mean, they were ran and completely, established with Nazi scientists. But I mean, it was cool.
No, but I'm saying like one of the greatest achievements of man was walking on the moon for the first time. And never went back. We wasted a shit ton of money of them just going, okay,
That's
we're going to fly
even
around.
believe that it happened.
It happened.
Okay.
It happened. I
That's
will not.
conspiracy theory.
I will
Come
not.
on.
I will not buy into that bullshit that it did not happen. It fucking happened.
Are you guys seeing
Technology
this?
did not exist
Oh
back
my
in
God.
the 1960s for us to fucking fake the moon landing. Get over yourself. It happened.
Okay, wait. Okay,
Even
so
the fucking
going to this
Mythbusters proved it happened.
Okay, so getting to this $2 bill.
Yeah.
What do all proceeds go to? Like,
The next space mission.
Yeah, it's all going.
I'm-
It's all going directly into like SpaceX funding and all that shit. So,
do they really need more funding? I mean,
well, I mean, Elon
it's Elon
can't foot
Musk.
the whole fucking bill.
Why
They
not?
didn't get a stimulus either.
Why
Why
is there a 30-day guarantee or your full money back on a $2 bill?
Actually, that's grayed out just like legal currency. So I don't think this is legitimate currency. This is just a collector's fees.
No, look at the watermark. The second one, the gray one. It says legal currency. It is
Right,
a.
but it's grayed out.
With certificate of authenticity, so you have to prove it's real.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
Right.
laid
By
out
itself,
though.
it has to have the certificate. By itself, it ain't shit.
Well, maybe if you hold it up to the light or something, and it's got like one of those bars in it.
Yeah, there's
Like-
a light. There's a $2 strip right in the side where the fucking rocket's taken off. You hold it up to the light, you can see. Okay, yeah, authentic $2 bill.
I mean, come on. One thing we could say is we need more colorful money. I do have to say that our money is pretty lame. That's
No,
kinda
actually,
cool.
I go the opposite way. I want to go back to the old school money. The way it looks now, it looks like Monopoly money.
Hey, only $30. You can buy $2.
That's it.
Right.
$2 buys you $2. $2.
America.
Well, they didn't tell you though. They only printed up 300 of them because they only got a $600 stimulus.
Wait a minute. For $20 worth of bills, it's the best offer.
I want my stimulus check in $2 SpaceX bills. That's what I.
Yeah, but look at the last one. It's literally 10 $2 bills. So $20, our best offer for $179.99.
And you get free
$180 will give you $20. It's our best
you
value.
get free shipping. It's awesome.
Oh,
I
yeah.
almost feel like Rick from fucking Pawn Stars is controlling.
Hey, here's some of the proud patriots that have bought them already.
Holy shit! This is living proof that the only people that buy this shit, their family trees don't fork.
Why is that guy posing with a $1 bill without a shirt on? What the fuck is?
He's mad.
Oh my
right there.
god.
He's got the Trump coin.
I think I know
okay.
him.
Okay.
Okay, like
Yeah, you
seriously,
can't pose
I
with a
think
Trump
I actually
coin
know
and a
that
shirt
guy.
on. I think that's one of the rules of Trump coinage is you can't pose for a picture with your shirt on if you're holding one.
Wait, you can't wear like a Trump hat or pose with a Trump coin with a shirt on?
Well, he's got the Trump hat.
Hold on.
Are you sure you're not looking at my friends list right now? Because top right could be Joanna.
Oh my God! I do not confirm nor deny that statement. The guy just made peace with me, and you're gonna make fun of him. Fuck that.
oh my God! You're on my Facebook friends list. That is awesome.
There's a single 1-star review. We have to read this.
Wait a minute. Do I have to take my shirt off now because I put my Trump hat on?
Oh, I'll get you. Do you have a Trump coin? Are you holding a Trump coin?
I have a Trump coin purse. You want to see?
I don't want to see your coin purse, but if you're holding a Trump coin, the shirt has to come off. My bills came in damaged with the plastic covering gone. I'm currently in talks with support. That's the only 1-star review. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Why are you giving it 1 star if
authenticity.
you're talking to customer service? They obviously haven't fixed it yet, but they're gonna. So why would you drop the 1 star?
Because
Wait, what is the 5-star?
maybe he'll change it later.
Yeah.
What's
Hopefully
the
he'll
best
retract
review?
Yep, another Karen.
What's that?
What
So
is
better-
the best review
That is
on there?
that's literally a Karen.
13 5-star reviews. I really don't know if I want to read 113 just to
No,
determine
do you
the best one.
just read the top one?
I am totally satisfied with the experience. The commemoration of our great country is at the top of my list for proud patriots. The bills and coins are very beautiful, legal, and well made and valuable. I personally want to remember, treasure, and keep our country great. I believe that by doing this to honor America, we can make America great.
I don't buy any of that bullshit. I don't buy any of that bullshit, but I will say this much. I kind of want one just to commemorate the SpaceX first mission. I'm down for that, but this bill doesn't make America great or anything else. You know what I mean?
Well, for only
I'll go on
$30,
Etsy.
your $2 bill.
I'm not willing to pay more than $2 for a $2 bill. I'm sorry. It's just not happening.
Yep.
Obviously,
Not with
all my
you.
friends already did, so I'll just wait till they want to like borrow money, and they can pay me back with that.
There you go. Yeah. Or just wait for your grandparents on Christmas because they'll give you the bill just like the original $2 bill.
Yeah.
I got all
I
mine.
totally want one.
I got all mine.
You get one at Christmas.
When that stimulus check comes, you can actually get 30 of them if you go for the good deal. Yeah.
Dude, right on. Can I get the stimulus package and $2 fucking SpaceX bills? That seems about the same value.
But
$30 trillion and we get $600. Fuck you.
Hey, because we're worth it.
That's right. Maybe she's born
Everybody
with it.
should
Maybe it's
request that.
Maybelline.
This
It
is
would make
actually a
her
really
happy.
good like Ponzi scheme because I want SpaceX stock. Okay, so it's like you're investing in SpaceX, but you don't get any return on it. For $600, you could buy at least a couple shares of SpaceX, right? I don't know what it's.
You couldn't even buy one share of Tesla for $600 right now, which
For
is where you.
Bullshit. Tesla just went down.
For
It's
$600,
still-
I want to be able to have
Okay.
SpaceX.
It went
It's
to
still more than
648.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still for 600. So
Okay, it was just above 600 when it dropped, but
Look, I'll say it this way:
still.
Tesla's a piece of shit. Elon Musk is the weirdest motherfucker on the planet. You know, naming his kid X's and numbers and shit like that. You know, like fuck all of them. But I 120,000% support SpaceX. I want to see us do more in outer space.
Wait,
I want to see
isn't there a
SpaceX
space
actually
program?
build Starfleet. Let's make it fucking happen. Yeah. I need to leave this
Didn't we
planet.
announce a space program though? We don't need private parties to run it. We need.
But when the federal
Funding.
government ain't gonna fucking do it because they're too busy fucking giving money to Ukraine instead of NASA to actually go to Mars, Moon, Venus,
Okay, but
whatever.
your boy Trump, what does he call him?
Your
he just
boy.
announced
My boy called them Space Force, and he said we need
Space
fucking.
Force.
Look! You want a conspiracy theory? All right, I'll play a Trump conspiracy theory. Why is Donald Trump, out of every president on the planet, be the one to turn around and say we need a military presence in outer space? Do you think he knows something we don't?
No.
Actually, Uncle Ronnie was the first president to say so.
Yep.
That's the reason we had Star Wars.
Well, Ronald gave us Star Wars, but Trump gave us a fucking full military branch.
I would put your faith in somebody if they got their mug on the back of a $2 bill.
Do you think we're about to fucking relive Independence Day and have the true sequel and not that resurgence bullshit?
Ronald Reagan actually had a confirmed sighting, so he was like super big into all of that. And whenever he first got his hands on like the top secret shit on what is in space, he was like, "Oh, we got to get shit up there." And like he was the last president for like 40 years to really dive deep into that.
Speaking of the greatest movie line in history that ever had an ounce of truth was in Independence Day, where Jeff Goldblum's father turns around to the president and says, "You don't think they actually spent $5,000 on a hammer, $2,000 on a fucking toilet seat, do you?" For explaining how they funded all the fucking black ops shit with Area 51 and all that.
So, is anybody familiar with the Bob Lazar story?
No, but I want to give a heads up to not only our listeners before you do, but my panel as well. If my camera goes dark and my microphone goes silent, Don will be taking over the hosting duties for the rest of the show because of the fact we'll have to dip out to go pick up somebody from work. So if I go dark, that happened. That's what happened.
Just to further that warming,
UFOs.
when he goes dark and I take over, we have 5 minutes to wrap this shit up.
Oh, right. I'm just sitting here thinking UFOs took them. You know, like it's not a big deal.
On that
It's only the anal probe.
On that opposite end of the coin, if Don does end the episode like he's saying he's going to do, Serenity and Rudder, stay in the chat because when I get back, we will do that other show that we were talking about. So I just want to make sure that happens before Chris goes into what he's doing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure.
We'll finish the show, but when it's done, you can't stay in the chat because I have to close it out so I can.
Yeah, he has to close it out. We'll have to.
All right, well, I will bring the chat back in, okay? One of us will make it happen. It's going to happen. God damn it.
By God.
Anyway, Rudder, could tell your story.
Santa over there needs to get a rest, you know? Okay, yeah, Rudder. I want to know the story.
Canadian Missile, fuck you up.
Bob Lazar was the guy in 1989 who lived in Los Area 51, and he first told the stories of Element 115 and at not Area 51, but a site they call S4. He worked there deconstructing alien technology, and all of this stuff has come out about it since then. They've actually found Element 115, which they said that he was completely lying about. 20 years, all this other shit. Anyways, since you brought up Independence Day, this scientist who used to be Data in Star Trek, right? The guy with the
fucking Brent Spiner.
yeah, he is actually an homage to Bob Lazar.
Okay,
And
okay.
Most people do not know that if they don't know the Lazar story. He's a kind of a almost a caricature of what Lazar is like, and
so dude's really that eccentric.
Very. He used to drive. He built a rocket ship Toyota and drove it around.
Really?
Yes.
I want to see that. I really want to see a rocket ship Toyota.
Lazar rocket ship, and you'll see it. There's footage of it. But the government tried like completely disowning all of his credentials and everything. Like he graduated from MIT, and he studied at Southern Cal and all that. They completely erased all of his records. They completely tried erasing all of his work history, and all. They really tried to discredit him really bad. He ends up being written into that movie. It's kind of like I said, kind of like an homage to it. So there's this information for you from What's Your Effing Deal.
Interesting. Looks like it's just me and you left.
No,
No Serenity's there. Everybody else just went quiet.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, I have family in town and everything's crazy. And I wanted my coffee. Colin messaged and said, hang on, I'm going to my coffee. And I'm all like, where's my cat poop?
Where's my cat poop? That's a good question. That's something you always have to ask.
So I had to go get my cat shit, man. I'm sorry. I'm craving it.
Craving to do it.
Craving the cat shit. Well, Colin, I'll let you take a drink, but do you have positive things to share? I know you said you were prepared and we made fun of you, but if you're ready to go, we'll hop on over to Colin's Corner and see what you have to offer us.
All right. Sounds good to me. Let's see. First thing I got coming out of the gate here is December 27th is today. Apparently 40 years ago today. Double Fantasy, the 7th and final studio audio album released by John Lennon during his lifetime. Hit #1 and stayed atop the U.S. charts for 8 weeks. 40 years ago today. So that's 79. Yeah.
80.
Did you see the new Beatles thing that's coming out on Disney Plus?
No, that sounds juicy.
I think it's called Get Back, but it's a Beatles. Like, I thought maybe you guys would bring it up.
At the risk of offending anybody, fuck that. Have you seen the new video for the new documentary on Lane Staley that just came out?
Oh, that sounds good. I want to see that.
It is so fucking good, dude. There's like literally, during my lifetime at least, I know everybody's got different stars that made like a huge impact on their life when they passed away. Kurt Cobain and Lane Staley, obviously, and recently Chris Cornell for me. But the fact that they did is that Stolle in the background? What the fuck is going on?
I think you're echoing.
Am I echoing?
Well, not now. You were for a second. I wasn't sure what was going on.
My bad. But yeah, it's a really, really good videography and everything. Shows everything about the MAIC and Lane coming up and everything. It's really, really, really good. Not that I'm poo-pooing on the Beatles, but what are they going to tell us that's fucking new? Like, we haven't seen all of this for the past 50 years. This is a new video. So.
Right. I just thought it was kind of cool. 40 years, it was his last studio album that he released. So that's kind of cool. 40-year anniversary for John Lennon. So kudos to him and Yoko.
Dude, why'd you have to ruin something good?
Well, we already ruined it.
Like, everything was good until you had to bring her up. I don't like her.
Well, yeah, she contributed happiness to the man's life, so therefore he made more music. So good, that's great. Anyhow, moving on. There's apparently a drug reversal set up here where age-related mental decline, it reverses mental decline within days. according to a study by the University of California, San Francisco scientists. I thought that was kind of interesting. A drug called ISRIB has already been shown in laboratory studies to restore memory function months after traumatic brain injuries, reverse cognitive impairments in Down syndrome, prevent noise-related hearing loss, fight certain types of prostate cancer, and even enhance cognitive and healthy animals. Cognition in healthy animals. In this new study published December 1st in the open access journal eLife, researchers followed a rapid restoration of youthful cognitive abilities in aged mice, accompanied by a rejuvenation of brain and immune cells that could help explain improvements in brain function with no side effects observed.
I can't even pay attention because you're reminding me so much of the guy from Cheech and Chong right now. Like, you look like the guy from Cheech and Chong. You're bringing my memories back here. Like, my brain is now working.
Dave's not here.
Hey, what's up, man?
I wasn't looking at his neck, man.
I wasn't, man. Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
Seriously. Okay, so is this like some microdosing of mushrooms or DMT? Like, it has to be some hallucinogenic drug, right?
There's also another study going around with DMT for the same thing. I'm wondering if that is the same one and they've just given it a chemical name.
Right? That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, because that I heard about that like 3 or 4 months ago. So hopefully it's 2 different studies. Maybe they found something else, but they've been researching the effects of DMT on long-term and short-term memory problems and bad PTSD and stuff like that. All right.
Well,
it might be the same study.
Article per se, but it goes on to explain that there's certain things in the brain where over time blockages are created, where you lose your creativity, you lose your cognitive abilities, and different things, Alzheimer's and stuff like that, and they're starting to research and discover that these things are attributed to types of proteins that build up in your brain. And apparently this new treatment that they're working on helps to eliminate that and unclog your brain. So that's promising, I think. I think that's kind of a positive thing. Hopefully.
I live in Denver. The air clogs my brain. Okay. Like, whatever this is, it's a good thing.
Am I the only one here who's done DMT?
I have.
I'm not going to comment.
I'm not familiar
years
with it.
ago.
I can say I probably haven't done it.
It will definitely unclog your brain. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, that was kind of a positive thing. And then have you guys come across anything where people have found like treasures and stuff over this lockdown? Apparently, over in the UK, they're finding all kinds of different treasures. Let's see. Treasures are among more than 47,000 finds that were registered this year with the British Museum of Portable Antiquities scheme, the PAS program, with 6,251 discoveries reported during the first lockdown in the UK. That's kind of cool. They're finding all kinds of coins and different things. I just wish I could find something like that in my yard.
Yeah, on the East Coast, like literally the fun thing to do is walk around with a metal detector because there's so many things that have happened.
Right.
Because there's so many things that have happened.
My buddy Jody does that around here sometimes, but the whole thing is we don't have as much history as they do on the East Coast, so you're not going to really find as much stuff. Maybe, but more likely to have better luck out there. Yeah,
my
apparently
uncle lives
the
in
numbers are
Concord.
up for people.
Oh. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, different things. Let's see. There was 63 coins found here in the photo of this article in New Forest area of Hampshire, England, by a family who wanted to remain anonymous. The pandemic stay-at-home orders have led to a boost in finds from home gardens, including some very special and intriguing discoveries like a Roman furniture fitting dating from nearly 2,000 years ago. Yeah, so it's like, I just wonder what's out there. I mean, if people got time to sit home right now because they're not working or whatever, and they're finding cool stuff in their yard, that's pretty sweet. Dig up your garden, like, hey, here's some really cool gold coins. Now I can buy a new car. I mean, that's pretty wicked.
Well, I have to say, if any of our viewers find anything that is of interest, that is not anything crazy or scary, please send it to us.
No,
Right.
share the crazy and scary things. That please too. That's what I want.
I was
Right,
just
yeah,
thinking of my friend who lives in the mountains, and we were digging in her backyard, and she found a skull.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't go digging in your backyard if you live in the mountains, because somebody's buried up there.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
Is this up around Donner Pass or something like?
ah,
how'd
party of
you
12.
know?
Yeah,
Oh.
so if you see anything like that, any weird antiquities in your garden, let us know. I'm sure all of our panel members would love to check it out. You can send it to me in my email. Another thing I seen here is kindness in West Virginia. Police give traffic violators gift cards instead of tickets. I mean, that's kind of cool.
I'm
So
totally
imagine you get
gonna
pulled over.
speed.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Like, here we go, get pulled over. And they come over, hey, here's a
pulling
gift
you over
card.
for speeding and then saying, "Here's a gift card." They're probably
$25 gift card for King Supers. Merry Christmas. I mean, that's pretty intriguing. That's kind of nice.
So are they pulling them over for a reason or just to give them a gift card? Because I don't know about you. If a cop pulled me over just to give me a gift card, I'm having a fit. That's gonna piss me off. So I got things to do.
Right?
Take your gift card. Just give me the 20 minutes that you're taking of my life back.
Right. Yeah. And then usually you're sitting there for 5-10 minutes waiting for him to fart around on the radio and stuff.
Exactly.
But apparently this is the South Charleston Police Department. And they're giving out gift cards instead of tickets to the traffic rule breakers.
Oh, okay.
So like stuff. Like, yeah.
3-second
can you imagine?
stops.
Right. Like, what a nice thing for the cops to do for Christmas rather than trying to steal your money to give it to the community for, you had a little lead foot or something. Instead, they're like, hey, here's a $25 gift card to King Supers or something.
Yep. What I got if I was going 20 miles faster?
Right.
Does it go up?
Yeah. Right. Now you're making me think of Cheats where they're parked at the stop sign.
Am I driving okay?
On the back of the bumper,
It's
So,
not
yeah,
so
so I thought
funny. Here, your mama.
Right. Right. Yeah. So I just been looking up different things like that, and I was surprised to find that there are some positive things going on in the world like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like right Christmas.
I have a random positive Christmas story in the news. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle ordered 100 hats being made, and for every one hat the company makes, they make another one to give to somebody in need. So they didn't only just buy enough to donate a bunch, but they actually bought that and doubled it. So 200 hats will be given out to needy people.
Well,
and their
that's
son's
awesome.
name. Yeah, and their son's name for Christmas.
Excellent. Yeah, it's nice to see people come together on the holidays, and do the crazy family things like Don was talking about, shooting silly things like Nerf guns at each other, and just spending that family time. It's important. It's like when I was out there in Denver. You remember, I was still communicating with my family back here, even though I was in another state. Because I miss my mom, miss my dad, and everything. And but we had a fun time over Christmas that year. I remember, and
yeah. So can I ask, did it snow anywhere on Christmas?
We had a little bit here. We had a dusting.
But yeah, I got to spend family time this year with my mom.
We had a little bit here. We had a dusting Christmas morning.
We got snow. We got a couple inches.
I
was going to stick around, but we have it. It's snowing now, actually. My torch was covered in snow. Damn it. I forgot to bring it inside.
Forgot to bring the snow inside?
No, the torch.
Oh, okay.
I don't use it for torture that often, so.
I'm just thinking, who has snow on a torch? I thought you were using it to do the driveway.
No, but that does bring me to another positive story. Apparently, the Chinese village invaded by a legion of deadly wasps, and they raised funds for flamethrower drone to incinerate their nests, which I thought is kind of cool. And they've got, I don't even know if I can share this or not, but I'll try to share it with the group chat, because they got this picture of this drone here, and it's just like crazy. It's shooting flames out of it.
I wanted a flamethrower drone for Christmas. That's what.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Like the best of both worlds. Not only can you flame something, but you can do it from a distance.
Yeah.
Like that's not
Yeah,
completely illegal in all 50 states.
Well, it probably will be now.
Right. Right. Now
but
that everybody
yeah,
knows
that
they
could be
exist. Right.
right. I can't count how many times I've been working on like a roof or something, and all of a sudden, uh-oh, here's a nest, you know. Yeah, you go, it's in a group chat. But yeah, to have one of them, I mean, we could just stand on the ground and like blast them with a torch. That would be kick ass.
Oh yeah.
But deadly wasps, I would definitely want the drone with the flamethrower.
Yeah, are these the
I
murder
don't.
hornets?
Right? With the angry eyes.
It shows a picture of the girl and they're just spewing flames all over this nest. I mean, I couldn't even imagine being near. They'd be swarming all over you.
Yeah.
So why did they have to use a flamethrower instead of like killer bee spray? You know, like.
Do they make a killer bee spray?
Sure, Johnson & Johnson put it out last month. I don't know.
For all your murder hornet needs.
Well, the fundraiser for a solution to the wasp, whose sting can cause renal failure, liver failure, and cardiac injury, sometimes results
What's
in
a
death.
renal failure?
Liver.
Renal failure is you can't pee.
That's right. That's right. Liver. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all kinds of crap.
Deriving from the word urea, in part. Anyways, sometimes resulting in death is in less than a few hours. Saw villagers donate around 80,000 RMB, which must be their currency, or about $12,250 to cover the cost of the drone, a petrol tank, a nozzle, and the assembly. Wow.
Okay, but how much damage is this going to do to the town? Like, is the town worth more than $1,200?
Well, I guess there's a video.
Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
I'm not going to click on the video, but it says a video released by Blue Sky Rescue, the company that made the drone, conducts mountain research and search and rescue operations, other emergency services in more remote parts of China. One can see the drone hover across to just one of over 100 nests and blast it with several gouts of flame. Ash and rubble falling to the floor.
Gouts of flame, that's what we're calling.
Right.
I've had a gout flare up before, but it felt like gouts of flame, but that's
right. Oh yeah, there is the video there. Huh. Yeah, I mean, if there's 100 of those nests like that one in the picture, yeah, I would definitely say a drone is in order. Wow. Otherwise, you'd have to go climb up ladders every time or something.
Yeah, you don't want to get close to that kind of bee.
Well,
why don't we just make the killer bug spray?
I don't think it would handle it. Sweetheart, this thing looks like the hot.
It's called fire. It's called a fire-breathing drone. That's
the fire drone. Yeah. Hell, I wouldn't want to go
like
near
that. Dragon. I see the video now. I see that's a huge freaking nest in a tree.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with that with no little spray can. Hell no. I'd be in trouble. But yeah, it looks like they're taking care of it. I mean, that's just one of them, and there's over 100. I mean, damn. Can you imagine how many thousands of wasps are in each one of those nests? Right. So you're talking millions of these things, and they have those kind of deadly things that they can do to your body. Yeah. You know, that's not something you want to play with.
Okay, so do you think that all of them have the angry eyes and there's one that has a smiley eyes and that's the queen? How do they determine who
Maybe
the queen is?
Usually
she's
they're
the one who, I guess. I don't know. She's the one who lays the eggs.
yeah, it's the bigger one that's shitting out all the eggs. That's how you usually tell.
I want some for
Right,
my
right.
coffee. Sounds
You,
sweet.
Oh.
you're having cat shit coffee. Might as well have killer wasp shit.
Enjoy.
Right. Right. But yeah, I mean, with those kind of those kind of injuries possible. I mean, liver failure, renal failure, cardiac injury, and resulting in death in as few as 2 hours. Yeah, I thankfully those people got those drones because that could devastate an area. You know, I imagine a couple of villages in China, all of a sudden, bang, there's all these drones or
Wait,
the wasps stinging people.
do they
and
have
they're dying.
like anti-venom? Like, do bees have venom? So can they like milk it like a snake and make an anti-venom?
This is like, you ever see like Attack of the Killer Bees? I mean, not the album, but like they had like old school movies like Bees or whatever it was. You know, Don, you remember that?
I
They
do.
had all these,
Yeah.
yeah, it was like, I think it was like
I was
Bee
thinking
rated.
Wu-Tang for a minute. We could send them in to take care of the killer bees.
Right. I totally think that we can
The
milk a
band.
bee. I totally.
You can milk a bee. I'm not going. No, my ass to get stung.
Yep,
I'll pass.
milking a bee.
But, oh yeah, milk a bee. Like, yeah.
That's
Like a
utterly
cat. Can you milk? Utterly. Right.
Yep.
Well, it's like me
Yep.
with the little. Can you milk a cat? You know, can you milk me? I have teeth. You know?
Fucker, can you milk me?
Right.
All right.
So
Well,
kudos to these people.
yeah.
At least they're not dying from wasp
Now I
stings.
know what I want. I want a flamethrower drone.
Right. Way better than the driveway model.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
You could
want
do
Yeah.
I want a drone grenade launcher so that I can launch it at my truck windshield from further away.
Yep, there you go. That'd be perfect.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Jump
that's
flying.
Colin's Corner. Thanks a lot. Well, since Rudder's off of here, Stolly's gone away. I think it's time to wrap up. What do you think, guys?
Yes.
Yep. Sounds like a good. Let's make it a wrap.
Well, Colin, tell us where we can find you.
I'm here with the guys on Breaking the Fourth Wall. I'm also on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. If you want to leave me a message or drop me a line, send me a picture of your sister-in-law's fat ass, whatever you want. ColinWashburn@gmail.com.
All right, Serenity.
Yeah, just after the new year.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I know, well, Rudder's not here, but I know you can find What's Your Effin' Binge is going to be coming back soon. Not sure exactly where, but you can follow Rudder in different places. He's around. Just look up What's Your Effin' Binge on Facebook, that kind of stuff. You'll find him. Of course, you can go to the life1069.com, or you can check out my link tree for where you can find me on the Life Radio Show. You can also follow me on Facebook at the Life 1069, or you can follow me on Twitter at Don Smith Comedy. This has been Breaking the Fourth Wall. Don't forget to follow Breaking the Fourth Wall as well. And if you like the show, hit that like button, leave us a comment. That's how we get out there. And that's how we get to keep doing this kind of fun stuff every week for your guys's enjoyment, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you next time.
Happy New Year, you guys.
All right.
Woohoo.